Hi everyone, it's Nancy, and today we're going to work on Witchwood Lane. We're going to start working on the tags. So I was thinking about it for a while, and you know we had the witches in Amy's kit. These the top part of the witches, and I want to try to incorporate them in the window, that you could see them through the window somehow, at least part of them. We'll see how that goes, but I have an idea for the background. So what I did was I took all my tags out of the pockets, and I did number them on the back in pencil so I would remember which tag went in what pocket. I inked around the edges, and I even clipped my little corners. You know, I just take you can round the corners or clip them. They always go in pockets so much easier. So what I want to do first, because this needs to dry, is we're going to do the torn wallpaper look where, you know, like in an old house, that they always had wallpaper on, and then, you know, it's old and it's kind of peeling off the wall and it looks like that. So we're going to do that. I have scraps. I have the rest of my jelly plate prints for this, and I have the other pages from whatever I printed out from Amy's kit. So we're going to start using scraps. So, and this needs to dry to do the technique. So, because what we're going to do is we're going to glue a piece of paper on here, not totally, I'll show you, and then we're going to let it dry, work on something else, and then when it's dry we're going to just kind of rip off part of it. So it's gonna, some of it's going to stay on and some of it's going to rip off, and then it's going to look like wallpaper that was so old it peeled off the wall. And I've done that before, but we'll do it again. We're going to do it again. So get your scraps and figure out which ones you want to use for your wallpaper. You don't have to be precise on anything, and this is nice with Amy's kit because they are kind of blocked. The patterns are blocked, so you don't have to, you know, you can use part of them, and I really like that in this kit too. So like this piece here to me looks like a wallpaper, and it's a pretty good size piece. It doesn't have to cover the whole thing, so you can pick and choose what you want. Now let me see if I'm in frame to make sure you see everything. Yes, okay, so say this one, it doesn't need to go cover the whole thing. I could use it there. I could even use it here, but let's just lay them out for now. I'll put this one here for now. And then I have my scraps on the side here. I showed you my pile, so I'm just on the side going through my other scraps, the bigger ones here, and to see what I have. Now here's a piece, and it does look like old wallpaper, doesn't it? So I can do that one. Maybe I'll just leave that one here for now. And then what else do we have on this side? I have this one. There's a purple. Let's try this one. Cut this out. So you want it to be, you know, kind of almost as big as the page, but it doesn't have to be, okay? And then let's see what else is on here. And then I have a couple. Oh, I have the music page. Yeah, she included the music page as the freebie. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, we can, let's see, I haven't used this at all yet, so definitely, maybe I can use this on the main one. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just cut a piece off, and I'd love to get the witch's name in there, so I'm just gonna haphazardly cut this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want to see if I can keep that name in there. We'll see if that even works. And I'm just going to cut this off, so that one can go there. And then one more, I need something else, so I have, ooh, I never did use this pretty page, did I? Well, and these two look the same, so I can't really do that. So let's not use one. Just realize it looked the same. Maybe we could use, maybe this one on this side. So I am going to cut it here. Cut a piece of that for that page there. That looks good. And then we have this one here on this one. And then I just need a little bit. That one, I could use that one over there. It's different. It's different than that one. So I'll use that one there. Okay, so I picked them up. Didn't spend too much time on that. So now what you want to do is take your glue stick and I want to just take the paper, and you know it's bigger than that. It's okay because we're not going to put glue on the edges. I just want you to run your glue stick haphazardly around it, not worrying about covering it all up, okay? Just like that. And then I want you to just put it on there like so and press it down. We want these edges to be loose. We don't want the edges down because that it won't work then. So there's that one. We'll put that to the side. And then the next one here, I'm just gonna run 3 of those down there, not worried about it. And we're gonna just kind of put it right there. And if you've seen me do this before, it's not my idea. I think I'm almost thinking I got this idea from Kathleen Maurer. Hi, Kathleen. I'm thinking, and maybe she came up. I don't know if she is even the one that came up with it, but nevertheless, it's a great technique for a background. So there we go, and I'm not worried about that. So there's that one. And then this one. So we're going to work on something else because this really does need to dry before you pull on it. And you'll see. So I'm going to put this one here. Just kind of move that on there. Put that on there like that. And then one more. We'll do that. And I'll put that right here. Okay, so now we're going to put these aside and just let them dry. Anywhere you can. Just put them aside and let them dry. Now we're done because we can work on something else. The chimneys. The chimneys are going to be the pull tabs for the tags. And we're going to attach them to the tag, and we're going to cut them. You can cut them how you want. Just have some extra pieces of the manila folder. I inked around both edges because we need those chimneys to be double-sided. Okay, so that's what we want to do. So get some of your pieces. Just whatever you have laying around. We're going to do some collaging on both sides of these. And then we're going to, once they are dry, we're going to cut them into whatever kind of shaped chimney you want to put on. And that will go on your tabs, as tabs to pull the tags out of each house. Is what I'm saying. So get yourself some scraps. You don't need many. And now I'm going back to all my, these are bigger, so I'm not worried about those. But I'm going to bring in all my little scraps here, the smaller scraps. And I am just going to start gluing them on. Now, you can just glue them on how you want. I was thinking of putting them in strips. So, because you know that part that Amy has, that stripe, I really like the stripe, and I thought, ooh, we can do stripe. We can make strips of the colors, and I'm just gonna give myself a torn edge on all of them just because I like that. I'm just gonna do that. It's just an extra step, but I just like it for the edge, and we can always re-ink the edges, and I think I'll probably re-ink the papers, ink the papers too before I put them down. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So let me just grab something like for here. I'll probably want to, it doesn't matter if it doesn't fit all the way across, but if you have one that fits all the way across, let's just start doing that. We want to use up as many scraps from that we printed out as possible, right? That's what we need to do. It's so I love doing that, so then you don't have too much left over. So I'm going to go in a horizontal, because then I could cut I would cut it, the chimney, and then the chimney will have, like, you can even use this and cut a chimney if you want to just be simple and not collage. You can glue a piece of this down and then cut the chimney, and I think that would look super cool. So I'm just gonna, it's gonna take a little while, but we have time because we want those tags, the papers that we glued on, we want them to dry. So let me move this off. I just have a couple of like 4.5 inch squares left over, and that we should be able to get 5 chimneys, no problem, out. And you can just cut it as a regular chimney. You can cut it out as a wonky chimney. It's whatever you feel like doing, whatever the look is you're looking for. Okay, so I'm just gonna start doing that. And now this doesn't have a, I'm not gonna, well, yeah, it is gonna, no, I'm not gonna, I shouldn't worry about it. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that it doesn't have a torn edge. I'm gonna let it go. Let it go, Elsa, let it go. Even though I really want to tear it, but for time's sake, let's just keep moving on here, right? Let it go, Elsa, let it go. All right, so I'm going to just start doing this. And it doesn't matter if I go over the edge because we're going to trim it, right? So what else do I have? And I can do short pieces too. And I have my inks out here at the ready, so I can grab them and just ink. I think it's fun too that you just don't use straight long pieces. Just use whatever you grab. And let's just start putting them on. Okay. And I have it all here. I have this one here I can do. I definitely want to ink it if I can. Okay. But the trick is you want to do both sides, okay? I'll just put this, I'll do this one here. No, I'll do this here. Nope, I'll do this one here. Hey, I can change my mind. It's okay. I'm going to use a piece of this, I think. I will trim it here. Let's see. How did that look? Like that? That's enough, yep. Any hangover we'll just trim off. Okay. And you can use different sizes, I think would be fine too. So there's that. And I don't mind that it's wonky. I don't. Now here I have a little piece up there, so I can put this, that's going to fit fine there. Okay. Different size strips, fine. I'll put that one right there. And then I need one more. So I will put that one there. Okay. And then one more thing over here. Let's see what I have around here. How about a gray one? So it goes pretty fast. It doesn't take too long. So there's one side, and then we can take our scissors and trim off the excess for now. So I hope you're all doing well today. I wanted to do an extra video because I do have to go out of town to visit a sick relative. So I just had a moment to get another video done for you. Okay, so that looks good, right? I like it. So let's flip it over. And you can even go this way now if you want. So both sides will be different. So let's try it. Let's do it that way. And one side will be horizontal and the other side will be like vertical, right? I like that idea. Let me get a new glue page here. Okay. So that one's horizontal. Let's just do this one vertical then, just to be different. Okay. And nope. All my scraps right here, you can see, right? Just trying to grab one that's got a little more. Well, these strips are good. I like these. Let's just start using these. Thanks so much for a few of you said you really like how the back of the Witchwood Lane turned out. I like it too. It's really eerie, spooky. I like that. But I need to make a cute one. I need to make cute. I have an itch to make a cute one for sure. Okay, let me get that on there. Okay, and what else do I have here? Ooh, a piece of my, that looks like it's inked already. It is. A piece of my jelly print. I'll put it here. Here's another piece. I'll put that down there. That looks good. So just make yourself a good enough size piece. A good enough size piece, is that a, I don't know, my English sometimes I wonder. Just make yourself a good size piece that you think you can get chimneys out of, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. That's what I was trying to say. I'll just make this one. I'll probably need to make the other one, but I just want you to see what I'm talking about to do here, okay? So, but I can always do the other one because I want to show you how to finish the base of the tag too. Oh, I like this purple in here. It's really good to keep your inks at the ready for yourself because I've been grabbing black and purple, and I have them in a little box here with everything, and I could just reach and get it, and I love it. Okay, and now I have, maybe I'll go this way on this one. And then I have that one little spot there to do. I'll just put that there. Because I can, right? Or you can just, glue the pieces on haphazardly. I just thought it'd be fun to do something different in stripes. Okay, now I'm going to cut off the excess here, like that. Okay. This needs to dry a little, so we're going to go back to this. Let's check on our tag situation. See if those are dry to play with yet. So let me move. I'll probably do this piece too, so I have enough options to cut. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the side, get all my scraps here, and let's just check on our tags. Move this off to the side here. Let's see this one. Let me just, usually you can feel it if it's not cool to the touch, it's done. Okay, I'm going to try it with the first one. So what I want you to do, it has to dry. Okay, that's the main thing. If it doesn't dry, it's all wet, it's not going to work as good. Take an edge and just gently pull, and however it turns out, that's it. Okay, now you could go across the top, or I don't want you to keep doing this because we need some of this to stay on. Okay, so if you want to grab some of it from the top and go straight across like that, and you can do the same with the bottom. And it's okay that we're not covering the tag because you'll see what we're going to do. All right, so I didn't grab that one very good, so I'm going to just kind of do that. Okay, there we go. And then here, I'm just going to grab and pull however it comes out. Now, obviously, it's still off the side of the tag, so I'm going to go back up and do that. Throw that away. Now, I'm going to tell you for now to leave it like this, okay? The next thing I was going to do is the white edges is fine, and if you want to play with it a little more, you can. You can still, if you can grab some of it, you can still rip off some of it here. But don't keep going because then you'll be sorry. And if you have any edges sticking up like this, you can hit it with the glue stick. You can hit it with the glue stick. If you have some edges, you can go around and just hit them and make sure they're stuck down. Okay, this part here wasn't. If you keep ripping, it's not going to look right. So just, you want like a rough edge, okay, like that. Then, whatever ink, I'm just going to go lightly, whatever's ink is on here. I'm just going to kind of hit that white to dull it down a little. It's not that big a deal, but it's too white for me. So I'm just hitting those edges with to kind of blend them in to the background. See, like that. Okay, I like it that way. That'll be the first step. So let's continue on. I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to just kind of go across. I'll go across first, like that. And then I could even do the bottom. Doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. Okay, I'm going to do the sides. Okay, that's looking good. And let's try this side. Perfect. I love it. That's good. Okay. Do you have any edges you want to glue down a little bit? Hit it with your glue stick. Glue that down. Check your edges here, like that. And these look good, so I don't have to worry about those. Okay. Take my ink, and I'm just using the black to dull it down. The edges, the white edges of the paper, and I think it really helps. Okay, there's tag number 2. Let's go to this big one here and see how it goes. Now I'm going to try to keep that name on there if I can, the Witch's Flight. So I'm going to try to. There, okay. And I'll do this part here. And then I'm going to do the side. And if you want to cover more of it, then cut the paper bigger to go more. But we're going to stamp, so we're going to do some stamping. So that's why it doesn't bother me. But if you want more coverage, then put more coverage. Get a bigger piece of paper and glue. You could like get a bigger and just put a little more glue so it covers more. It's your preference. It's still gonna be so cute, I think. So with what we're doing, so I'm just kind of going along those white edges to dull them down. Okay, there's tag number 3, and I was able to kind of keep the Witch's Flight in there. So now we're going to work on, I'm just putting a little more ink on my pad here. Okay, so this one here. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this side. That's why you don't want to glue your edges down, because you need to grab them and rip them. Now this one's ripping funny, so I'm going to start over here. There we go. And then this side. Okay. I like it. I could hit this one with some purple. Let's try it. Yeah, we could just lightly hit it with my purple, since I love that flower there, that rose. Just hit it with some purple. You have to be able to embrace imperfection doing this technique, I think. If you're trying to be perfect, then I don't think this is going to work for you. Maybe I'm going to put purple on that. Well, I'll leave it for now. Let's try this. This is our last one here now. So let's grab that. See, now I have to glue this down, but that's fine. Okay. I don't think I checked my edge on this one here. So let me lift that up a little. Get that glued down. There we go. And just a smidge there. Okay. And then this one here, I need to hit it a little more. Oops. And let me get a little more here. I think that's good the way that is. Okay. So then I'll hit that one. Let me hit this one here with some black. Okay, now that we have this done, the next thing I want to do to finish this base is to use my script stamp again, or any kind of a stamp you have that you want to, we're going to do that all over the back, okay? Let me move this out of the way, get a new page here. Okay, so I have my ink pad, I have, uh-oh, where'd my script stamp go here? Hold on. Okay, got it. So this is my script stamp. It's just that, or if you have any kind of stamp that make a mark making stamp, I just think it's going to look really good. So I am going to go in my ink, and I'm using just black ink, and I'm going to start going over, not too much over the wallpaper part, but on the edges where we didn't get coverage, okay? That's what I'm deciding. Doesn't have to be perfect, like that. Okay, so that's one. This one, I feel like I want to hit it with the purple too. This one, so we have two with purple, a little bit of purple on it, just to do it. Okay. And just get what you can. I'm not hitting the wallpaper too much. Just really easy like that. Now this one, we have more. That's why I said it wasn't necessary to, if you don't want too much paper, if it doesn't bother you, but if you want more paper, then cover it with more paper. But I think they look good like that. At least for me, I do like it. So I'm just going to hit this. And it doesn't matter. Some of it going on the wallpaper looks good to me, but I'm not like totally going over the wallpaper with it. Like that. That's it. That's all I'm doing for now. These tags will be great to journal on. I mean, I think, you know, if you want to come up with a story, you can start at the first tag and start the story and continue to the last tag if you want to make a cute little story about the witches on Witchwood Lane. I think that would be fun. And I am just looking for my cleaner here. Hold on one second. Give it a quick clean. Okay. There we go. Now, that's pretty easy background, don't you think? Now, we still have some time. Okay. So we are going to put witches on these tags and other things. And then we have to cut the chimneys. So, for instance, we have the tags here, right? And I'm gonna see. You can cut straight chimneys. You can cut skinny chimneys, chunkier chimneys. I wanted to show you I cut like a crookedy chimney. I think that would be cute, and see how it would look on both sides. So that's an idea. You can just cut straight chimneys, whatever you're feeling. Okay, and that is going to go on wherever you feel your you can put it on that side, you can put it on this side. So what I would recommend is, maybe if you want to try it at this point, before we decorate tags, we can put these in and I numbered them so I would remember. We could tuck them in to the pockets right now, like so. Push them in where they are, okay? And then this one. And then you're going to decide, well, what side, you know, what side of the house do you want the chimney on? You don't want them, I don't think you want them all on the same side, right? You want them on different sides. But look how fun those tags are. Look at how fun those are. I mean, you don't see much of anything yet, but that's okay. That's okay. And some of the windows are really small, so I don't know how much of a witch you're going to see, but when you pull it out, you'll be surprised, right? Okay, so now, let's see how that goes. Okay, no, that's not right. That one, I just didn't get it all the way in there, I think. That's what it was. There we go. Has to go down a little more. They are getting stiff, and they are getting, what is the problem here? Hold on. Let me just stick my ruler down in there and see what's going on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Just going to get that back in there. Sometimes you might have to trim your tag a smidge. What is going on in this tag? Hold on. Let me take a look, see if I can get down in there and see what's going on. I don't think. My ruler's down there, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Try that again. Yeah, one always has to give me a hard time. It's sticking there, and I don't know why it's sticking there. It goes down so far. Let's see if I can push it down with that. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. I'll have to work on that. Still doesn't want to go all the way down in there. Let me see what, I don't want to rip my window in there. I don't know. Let's go. One more time we'll get it, try to get it in there. I think it's just getting thick. Might have to trim a little bit off it. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to fuss with it anymore. And I noticed that I need to glue this. So let me get my glue here. You know, it's just how it is. Let me just get some of this on here. It should be fine. Okay, close that shut. All right, so now, see how you notice little things, right? Okay, that's because it's right in the crease there. Okay, so, there we go. Okay, so now that we have the tags in, push them down, make sure they're in where you need them to be. That one's not being fussy. So if you were to cut some of these and you wanted to do wonky tags, right? You would cut them freehand, ink around them, and then you can decide, do I want the first one to be here? Do I want it, you know, just, the tag ends where the roof starts. So you're going to glue it on there. Like, for instance, that looks cute there, right? I like it. And then on the back, it looks like that. You see how that works? And then I had another one. Now this one's a little really wonky. This one, I can put one, say, on this side here, and that one can go there, and that's how it would look on that side. So that's what I'm telling you. If you want straight ones, you can do straight ones, but I don't know. I think I kind of like the wonky ones because, I don't know, straight is like, I don't know. So it's up to you. So take some leftovers, collage on both sides, and then just cut some. I'm looking for my scissors here. Let's just cut, and make sure this is dry though. So like on this one, I could cut a normal kind of but let's just try it. Let's see. I can go in and out, and I can go in, up, over, and then I can cut it across, and then once I'm happy with it, if I like it, you can cut it down too. See where it's going to be, and you can turn it or do it that way, and if you don't like it there, you can put it on here. And if you want the bigger part, then you can put it this way. So once you have it the size you want, maybe this one will go over here. Let's see what you can, let's try this one. I'm going to cut it slightly that way, and I'm going to cut it the top slightly that way. So see, it's not as crooked. So maybe this one could go on this side here, like that. That looks good. And then for the tall one, you could put that one maybe on this side. And I could give it like a bigger chimney. So we can maybe do that. And you can do it that way. And then this one here, I don't know if I like this one. You can do a crooked one there. Like you can glue it crooked. Just as long as it's on the tag you can pull it out. So something like that. That would work. And then for the last one, I have to see what's stopping it from getting in there. I might just have to trim a little bit off the side. As you build up on it, they are getting thicker, so I don't know. I'll have to see. But that one I know goes there. So on this one, I would probably put it maybe... See, it takes, you got to figure this out, right? They have to look good. They have to definitely look good. And then this one can go over here maybe. So then this one, let's see. I'll just cut it. I guess I don't need to cut any more. This one can just go that way. Trim off there. And I can put this one here, and this one will look like that even. So see, I can cut it. So either make them straight and then ink them. Once you know you have them right, then ink them, and then you can glue them right on the tag. Okay? So I'm going to fine-tune my chimneys. I'm going to ink them, and I'm going to glue them on my tags. And then in the next video, we're going to finish decorating the tags, and it will be done. Okay? All right, friends, I will see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.